Hello everyone, this is excandersham here from Ghostlands EU on my Let Us Play Shaman here, who is level 81, almost level 82. We will level up in this video, which means it's only be taken 6 episodes to get to level 82. The questing in Vashj'ir gets you levels up extremely quickly, and I'm quite surprised how we actually managed to level up 2 levels this quickly into the actual leveling experience. What I'm going to be doing in this video, considering we're going to be mostly being a Naga, we're going to be doing a lot of quests for the Naga and learning of the fate of the Naga battle maiden here, and how she becomes the eventual champion of the Naga, or champion of the nazj'atar. I have no idea how to pronounce that actual Naga / clan name. The quest we have to do here is we have to fight back the Vashj'ir. We need to get a crucible, which we need to summon some old gods or some old god followers, or something that Lady Nazj'atar wants us to do, and since Lady Nazj'atar is the leader of our clan, we really need to do what she says. The other thing is we need to destroy Vashj'ir. Why? Because they're being quite annoying, and there's no real other reason besides that, and also they smell pretty bad. I mean, come on, they're covered in kelp. They smell horrible. I don't even know if Naga can actually smell underneath water. Do fish smell? I assume so. Sharks can smell blood. I have to stop talking on. I have to stop going on that subject now. Otherwise, I'm going to get into. I'm just going to show how bad I am at biology. I'm not that bad at biology, but I have no idea how fish smelling stuff works. Now, apparently, I've looked this up. The reason that the Naga seem to be so pissed off with the Vashj'ir and the Vashj'ir is so pissed off with the Naga is that apparently the Vashj'ir are worshippers of Neptulon, who is the guardian of the ocean / the elemental lord of water. And apparently the Naga are trying to do something that Neptulon doesn't like, and the Vashj'ir are saying, "Hell no, you don't. He's our god. We're gonna smash you up," and they get beaten down left, right, and centre. I still don't know what the Vashj'ir actually are, how they actually became sea creatures, because the Vashj'ir cannot exist outside the mist. Whenever you see them on land, besides in one area in Argent Tournament, they're always in a mist, and they can't. If they go outside that mist, they'll just become like kelp and their weapons. So there obviously is something about them. Maybe they were cursed by Neptulon, or maybe they're Vrykul, if they've been taken by Neptulon and served as his guards. Neptulon doesn't seem to. There's no like quest text that actually refers to that, but it's kind of weird how the Vashj'ir seem to be in the game for 2 expansions now, and yet there's barely any information about them. So considering the next expansion should be about something to do with the Naga, I assume we'll be getting a lot more Vashj'ir lore. Which might be a bad thing, might be a good thing. I mean, we did have a lot of lore involving Vrykul, and a lot of people didn't like that, considering they were abundant in Wrath Lich King, when it really should have been more about the undead. And in some aspects, the undead weren't even found. Like, in large proportions of of Icecrown, there were more Vrykul mobs than there were actual undead mobs, which is kind of annoying, considering it is the Wrath of the Lich King, i.e. Lich King, undead, and Lich King seemed to be very, very underpowered. Now the quest we're doing now is about this gnome. He wants us to gain some items so we can signal the Alliance ships so they can come rescue us. We need to destroy Muckskin Scroungers. The only reason is this gnome is racist against goblins, and because he can't outsmart normal goblins, he has to deal with their quite, not that bright sea cousins, and they're underdeveloped. And it's basically racism. Yeah, that's the only reason I can understand why he would kill so many Muckskin Scroungers. That's not the actual reason in the quest text, but it basically is the same thing. There is no reason to just kill 10 of random creatures, except for racism, or speciesism, or whatever they call it these days. We are running around the place. This is another thing that I really needs to be sorted out in Vashj'ir, or at least whenever they do an underwater expansion again, or an underwater zone. Fix the freaking ships. Either make the ships bigger or don't put any ships in the game, because it's so annoying in regards to camera angles to navigate your way through a ship, especially when you got super speed and you're actually on the bottom, because you just zoom everywhere and it gets really annoying to actually find anything. I think we're going to be signaling the Alliance ships here now, or we're going to be handing a lot of stuff in. Apparently the Alliance kit doesn't actually have any rope, which is kind of really hilarious. Alliance survival kit. You're stuck down a cave. Okay, we lose our alliance survival kit and use rope to swing ourselves out and then climb out. There's no rope in the alliance survival kit, isn't there? Nope. So what's in the alliance survival kit? Bread. Bread and butter, because those are staples of any diet. I had no idea what I was going there. Where are we going? We're returning back to Tranquil Wash for some reason. We just informed him that we signaled for rescue, which is a good thing. We now can get reinforcements. And now we're going to be going back to the Naga. This is when the Naga start to summon some old gods and manage to finally fight back the Vrykul from this elven area here. This is just me failing because I went immediately for the mining and didn't notice any mobs around me. I do get a ton of mining stuff. In fact, I think I've just completed Vashj'ir now, or the questing, and they've made like a 1.2k, which is kind of nice considering we've managed to get a lot of money for just doing what we would usually do. And this is without actually auction housing anything. I'll probably make it up to 5.5k if I actually auction everything, which I probably should be doing, to be honest. The quest we get here from Lady nazj'atar is we need to gather our forces to make a final push to destroy the Vrykul and get rid of the Vrykul leader, and make sure this Vrykul attacks stop occurring here. We need to collect 8 nazj'atar from being attacked by Vrykul here, and the other thing is we need to collect 6 Zaklas Tide Priestesses, and we need to call Fathom Lord Azrajar, which is a mob you will actually kill while actually questing in this area. Because this is in the past, these are like the big names of the Naga, and so we get introduced to them, and when we kill them while we are in a normal character, they actually have some relevance. That's how it's supposed to work, but did it really work? No, I really couldn't give two shits about who I was killing, to be honest. If someone's a big role player, or if someone's on a RP server, maybe they'll care that they had some information about the mobs and they understood how they actually worked in hierarchy, but I really just didn't really care that much, to be honest. We're just gathering the last mob now, and then we can just hand these quests in. We're going really, really fast now. Oh, yeah, by the way, your Naga will actually move faster if you're not being in combat. So if you're not in combat, you can just move like ridiculously fast. You get stacking debuffs, stacking buffs the longer you're out of combat. And by the way, just in regard to the Naga abilities here, what you'll want to do is you want to use 4 whenever there's a large amount of enemies or whenever it's off cooldown, because it does a ton of damage, like a circular sort of blade rush. Number 5, if you get low on health because it heals you. Number 3 is very, very buggy. It only seems to work half the time. It's a charge. Number 2, you can just ignore. There's no real reason to use it. It's a pull. And the other thing is just the 1, basically just to make your attacks faster and also to do a certain amount of damage on the first hit. We're now going to be going to do an event where we're going to need to protect the bridge against Vashj'ir and then finally pushing back across the bridge. We'll be doing a lot of damage, we'll be killing a lot of mobs, we'll have mass corpse spawns everywhere, and it's just fun. You have no chance of dying unless you push forward. Make sure to stay in the Naga, you know. The thing is, because you don't get any sort of like healing buff as you did in like the Battle of Thunder City and stuff, you'll want to stay around where the rest of the Naga mobs are, because if you don't and you just get overwhelmed, if you just run at them, you will probably die. You're going to want to use 5 here just to do as much damage as possible, just to pull them on you, and then you're just going to want to circular 4 just to do as much damage as possible and get them all down very, very quickly. Once we get to something like 4 minutes now, we hold the eastern end of Quel'Damor Terrace, and then we need to move forward to hold the bridge, and then more Naga will, or more Vrykul will come. Well, did I have been saying Naga? Naga have been attacking us for the entire past 2 minutes. If I have, that's utter fail, to be honest. Really utter fail. 2 minutes now, and now here is the leader, Hagrim Hopebringer. He is enraged, he is angry, he is not very happy that all his Cavaldi are dying here. Of course, to be honest, they are rushing at a clearly superior Naga force, so they are the only reason that they're dying here. You fight here, and then they summon faceless ones. Our allies have arrived. Push them back over the edge, my brethren. And yes, and the faceless ones here, Naga forces, and that's the plight of the Naga you get an achievement, and that's the last quest in Vashj'ir, where you will be using a Naga form to do some quests. And that's the end of the video, guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked this episode of Let's Play World of Warcraft Cataclysm. I hope you liked the video. If you want to follow me on Twitter, there's a link in the description below. If you want to like the video, please like, because it does really help me out. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And if you want to comment, please comment. And if I have a response, I will comment. So thank you for watching. Peace out.